We're beachside here in Homestead, Miami, Florida for the final race, race 18 of the NASCAR IRWIN Tools Cup Series 2017 season. And you can see here on the grid, we have 34 of NASCAR's top teams and drivers at the ready to take on this beautiful speedway here in Miami. And this is going to be a very challenging race for these drivers as they look to add to the legendary history of this racetrack and all its glory. And we also have Matt Kenseth and Dale Earnhardt Jr. as well. And they're all going to have to fight this 1.5-mile track. It's not the traditional 1.5 miles, as the front stretch is way different. It's not the D shape. It is simply a straightaway, and it's going to create some unique challenges for these drivers. And you can see they're all at the ready here, and they are ready to take on this track, and it's going to be a very great spectacle for these fans. So now it's time for your Mountain Dew Holiday Brew starting lineup. And you can see on the pole we have Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. And you can see there's no lasts for this front row. They're all staying the same. And the way Martin Truex Jr., Matt Kenseth. This is likely Matt Kenseth's last race, so it's a last for him. Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick. This is Ryan Blaney's last race in the 21 car for the Wood brothers. Then I have Jamie McMurray and Austin Dillon. This is the last race for the Chevrolet SS. And then we have Ryan Newman and Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott's last chance to win in the 24 car before he goes over to the 9. Kyle Larson and Joey Logano, as this is the last race for the Chevy SS again. Then we have Jimmy Johnson and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., as it's the last race for the Chevy SS. And then we have Brad Keselowski and Earnhardt Jr. It's Miller Lite's last race as a primary sponsor. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s last race in the 88 and in NASCAR. A. Allmendinger and Paul Menard. Paul Menard's last race in the 27 before he goes to the Wood brothers. Trevor Bayne and Eric Jones. Eric Jones' last race in the 77 before he goes to the 20. Kurt Busch and Daniel Suarez. I can't think of any differences in this group. Ty Dillon and Clint Boyer. This is the last race for the Chevy SS. And Clint Boyer still doesn't have a sponsor. Eric Almirola and Michael McDowell, both of them will see their last. Almirola's leaving the 43, McDowell leaving the 95. Casey Kane, Danica Patrick. Casey Kane's going to be leaving the 5 for the 95. Danica Patrick possibly her last race. David Reagan and Landon Castle. This is Landon Castle's last race in the 34 before Michael McDowell takes over. And then we have Chris Buescher and Corey LaJoie. This might be BK Racing's last race. And then Matt DiBenedetto and Gray Gaulding, as this might be Gray Gaulding's last race, as I don't think he'll find a ride next season. And so we have the Junior Nation Appreciation Tour and the 2017 honorary starter. And our honorary starter today is NASCAR fan JJ748. And thank you to all the honorary starters this season. And you can see behind them we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Matt Kenseth saluting the crowd here at Homestead before they start their final races. So the green flag is in the air on the flag stand, and the Toyota train of Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin are going to lead them down as they enter the Energizer restart zone. Green flag is here in the last race of the 2017 season. Kyle Larson makes a daring move in the back, and Kyle Larson is flying by, and look at this, he's all the way into the top 5 already after starting 11th. What a move. But Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. are side by side down the backstretch. Martin Truex Jr. is going to clear Kyle Busch, and he is going to lead lap 1. Lap 2 out of 10. They are side by side. You can see Logano, Blaney, Harvick are 3 wide. Kyle Busch trying to close the gap on Martin Truex Jr. as they fly by the 2017 Billboard of Matt Kenseth. You can see they are single file up front, but Kyle Busch is going to try to make that inside work and try to get by, but he is not going to have anything. Martin Truex Jr. is going to lead the second lap. Lap 3 out of 10, you can see Kyle Larson still making his way through. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is making steady progress through the field, and he is trying to work his way up. You can see Kyle Larson now challenging for 4th as he's still 3 wide between Harvick, Blaney, and Logano. But Kyle Busch, he slides ahead of Martin Truex Jr., and he is going to take the lead. Lap 4 out of 10. Kyle Busch is your new leader here at Homestead as he's going to ride that inside line. Martin Truex Jr. on the high line. Hamlin fading in the back as it is 3 wide. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to make more progress there in the back. Kyle Larson finally gets onto that top line. That's going to spell trouble. Kyle Larson up to second place. Lap 5 out of 10, the last lap before the halfway bonus. Kyle Larson's going to try to make a move. He's on the high line, and he gets a run by Kyle Busch. And Bowyer, he's into the wall hard. And that looks like it's going to end it here. Clint Bowyer crashes on the front stretches. He might have had some contact and a hard hit for Clint Bowyer to end his 2017 season. But the halfway bonus is going to go to Kyle Larson. A daring move on Kyle Busch all the way on the outside to win that one. And you can see, look at this, Bowyer hard into the wall. Looks like Bain got into Suarez and then got into Bowyer, and it was just a chain reaction. And Clint Bowyer, you can see, his season is done as he is really frustrated. The second half has been rotten for him, and he really wanted to win for Tony Stewart this season, taking over his car in the Ford Fusion. That will not happen. But at least he made the chase this season, and he can always come back next year. So now we are going to restart again. Lap 7 out of 10. And you can see here Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Matt Kenseth make up your top 4. Denny Hamlin behind them. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in 13th. He's going to need to make up a lot of spots if he wants to get up front and try to win this race. And you can see the green flag is waving again as Kyle Larson looks like he's in command. Denny Hamlin with a 3-wide move. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. as well. They are trying to make the moves that need to get them to the front. And you can see Kyle Larson now leads them down the backstretch. Denny Hamlin, Truex, Jimmy Johnson side by side, 3 wide. Dale Earnhardt Jr. starting to settle in. His other drivers are double file. Kyle Larson's going to lead this lap. Lap 8 out of 10, 3 more laps. Can Kyle Larson finally win at Homestead? He's waited for this opportunity. Danica Patrick in her final race is in the wall. And the caution is back out again. Danica Patrick took a hard hit coming down the front stretch, and this is likely the end of her day. Her car will not refire. Let's watch this. Patrick, by that look, just spins, but we're going to get a better look here, and looks like, oh, she makes contact with Almirola, and Almirola pinches her into the wall, and there she goes. I wonder if she was jealous of Almirola taking over her car. So Danica Patrick, you can see the stretcher is back out. She is okay. And so Danica Patrick, this is certainly not the way she wanted to end her career, but it's the way we all know about Danica. So thanks to 10Fan88 for sticking with Danica the whole season. And you can see the fans are saluting her. And so now we're going to restart lap 10 out of 11, as this could be the final restart of the season. You can see Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, your top 5. And you can see they head to the Energizer restart zone. Green flag back in the air, and Kyle Larson tries to block Kyle Busch, but Jimmy Johnson, he's going to get the run on the outside, and Kyle Busch gets into Kyle Larson. He goes spinning down, and now you can see here Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson. Do they have anything? Here comes Chase Elliott. He's going to make a room. Trouble! Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott collide, and a big crash for these drivers. Oh my goodness. Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin get at it again, and this time it takes out Brad Keselowski and Kevin Harvick. So, wow, another big crash here. You can see what all started with, I guess, Kyle Larson getting in it with Kyle Busch. You can see he tried to, I guess he got moved out of the outside. You can see Kyle Busch just spins Kyle Larson. I mean, he was blocking, but I don't know. And you can see down here, Chase Elliott tries to get into Hamlin. Look at this. Oh, Elliott hard into the wall. There it is again. And you can see Elliott, I don't know, I think he was trying to pay him back, but Elliott should have lifted his tires more off the ground, and then he could have easily just spun him out. Instead, it creates chaos. So Denny Hamlin ends his year in the garage, so tough luck for him. Chase Elliott will not win in the 24. He has to depend on the 9 car now for his legacy in the NASCAR Own Tools Cup Series. Brad Keselowski, not the way he wanted to end the final primary sponsor race for Miller Lite, as they will take a reduced role next season. And Kevin Harvick, this is the 3rd Stewart-Haas car to crash today. All that's left is Kurt Busch, and you can see a lot of cars now into the garage. And now Kyle Larson, he spun out. He is going to get 4 fresh tires, and hopefully there's like 10 more wrecks so he can get back up there and win. But his day is most likely over. So yet again, we have another restart, lap 12 out of 13. And look who's creeping into the picture. Matt Kenseth is in second. But as you can see on this next one, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in 4th. He has a good shot to win his last race. What's going to happen as they enter the Energizer restart zone? The green flag is back out. Jimmie Johnson is in command. What's going to happen here? Jimmie Johnson on the outside. It looks like he's battling Matt Kenseth. Jimmie Johnson clears him, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in 2nd. Does Dale Earnhardt Jr. have anything for Jimmie Johnson? Can this be a storybook ending for either Dale Jr. or Matt Kenseth? Kenseth falls back to 3rd. The fans are on their feet. Can he win? 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Jimmie Johnson has a commanding lead, but can Dale Earnhardt Jr. do it here at Homestead? Jr.'s got to run. He is closing in ever so slightly. Dale Earnhardt Jr. creeping up, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. The story of the season has been the 48 and Jimmie Johnson, and he wins today. Jimmie Johnson wins the Ford 400 at Homestead. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 2nd, Matt Kenseth in 3rd. What an ending to the 2017 season. Let's watch this again in the Energizer restart zone. Jimmie Johnson really executed this restart well. He got ahead, used the outside to his advantage, and as you can see, he headed down into turn 1 and kept that lead, and Jimmie Johnson was easily able to take this win, and it's his 4th win on the season. Jimmie Johnson, as your 2017 champ, is going to burn it down, and what a season this team had. 4 wins, and you can see now Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Matt Kenseth salute, and here comes Jimmie Johnson as he's having a word with both Kenseth and Dale Jr., and he is going to leave after congratulating them, and now Matt Kenseth's going to do a burnout, his final burnout of his career, and joining him will be Dale Earnhardt Jr. as he is going to celebrate a wonderful career, and he is going to lead the NASCAR IRWIN Tools Cup Series as a respected driver. So congrats to Matt Kenseth on a legendary career. As you can see, all these fans supported him, as well as congrats to Dale Earnhardt Jr. on a legendary career as well. And congrats to the 48 of Brandon G. 1824 for winning this one. And so you can see here are your race results. Jimmie Johnson ends the season with the win, and he is your champion. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth 2nd, Kyle Busch in 4th, Joey Logano in 5th, Martin Truex Jr. 6th. You can see Trevor Bayne gets another top 10. Daniel Suarez in 12th, Eric Jones 15th, 2 rookies. Ricky Stenhouse almost got another top 10. You see then Casey Kane, Ty Dillon, Paul Menard, and Eric Almirola as they round out the top 20 in this race. A lot of big names here on the second page. Kyle Larson got 21st. He passed a lot of cars on those final 2 laps, but he could just never get back up to the front. Obviously, it was almost impossible for him, so he'll have to try again next year to win a race at Homestead. Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott 29th and 30th. Brad Keselowski finished 31st. And then you can see the bottom 3 spots are by Haas Racing drivers. Kevin Harvick 32nd. Danica Patrick ends her career 33rd place unless she comes back for the Daytona 500. And Clint Bowyer finishes last. So congrats to the number 48 of Jimmie Johnson and Brandon G. 1824. And congrats to Matt Kenseth and Dale Earnhardt Jr. So I just want to thank all of the people who signed up, for the drivers and the honorary stars, for keeping the series going and getting this channel to boom with this series. So the future of the NASCAR IRWIN Cup Series, there will be a throwback 2005 season starting around February. And then as it's planned, the 2018 season will be starting most likely in May, whenever the 2018 cars come out. I have a lot of them to get, so that's why it'll probably be around the same time. But it should be really exciting when it does. So once again, just congratulations to Jimmie Johnson and Matt Kenseth and Dale Earnhardt Jr. and for everyone who made this season a big success.